I want you to love me. I want you to need me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So defensively here, trying to stop Matt Stafford, CD. Now he's got some time under his belt with this new team, the Rams. What's the key to slowing him down?
Well, I think that a big part of what's going on with him and his team has just been coming together. Brand new team, brand new system, brand new receivers to throw to. And similar to Tom Brady in the 2020 season in Tampa, it took a while, but now we're starting to see it come together. But Matthew Stafford is hoping that he can end his season the way Brady did, taking his team to a Super Bowl.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Swift. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's Gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The L.A. defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Powering his way forward. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops it behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The Lions first down.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Rams nothing.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that
one. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He gets this to Coulter, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. That's going to be caught by Coulter. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Coulter, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
On first down, Akers. Julian Okwara there to bring him down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the give, this is Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Derek Barnes in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Rifles one incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Coulter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 37. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Number
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game,
You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll go again here with Akers.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Stafford.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Swift.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is caught. It's Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field down.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Lions 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This is Samuels. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Samuels. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Goff now looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.